Grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But before we get started today, we're going to have a longer video. Might be a trigger warning or two. I want to give a shout out to Tony Ruck. I appreciate you, bro. Your words was dope. Keeps me going. Helps me keep this channel going. Because sometimes I don't always be in the best spirits as well either. But I try to get right because I know I got the collective backing me up. And I know that when I come here, it's a safe place. And y'all gonna do nothing but post positive energy. I do get some negative comments though. But I'll be able to put that to the side. But I appreciate what you said, bro. Helped me so much. Thank you. Shout out to you again. Tony Ruck. But if you watch this on your TV, come because you like the videos, the vibes, whatever the case is, and you haven't subbed up, I appreciate you as well. I hope you having a smooth 7. But y'all know what type of time we on today. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
Everyone was a slave. Everyone.
Well, not everyone was a slave.
No,
but
everyone was a slave.
Okay.
We are all descended from slaves. It's just a question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it.
That doesn't mean a lot to a whole lot of people who aren't able to take advantage of the opportunities that you were able to take advantage of, simply because the color of your skin.
What advantages did the color of my skin give me?
There's an ease that you have in society that many people of color don't. And there's a legacy of that still continues on in this country.
If we keep talking about it nonstop, it will never go away.
So we're gonna have we getting going quick today. We're gonna have a lot of people who gonna have a lot of different perspectives, opinions on this. As somebody who deals with that damn near every single day of my life, I wouldn't appreciate if I'm speaking on how I feel about that and someone tells me what Elon Musk just said. Any of those words. If they say it ain't real, if they say if they're oblivious to certain situations like that, that's cool. But I feel like that shit leads to anybody. You could not have any skin color you have. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that from people who look like me. People who like me gonna feel that from other people who don't look like me. It's all across the board. It's all across the board. So I'm not saying that it's just one selective group of people who has to go through certain things. No, we all go through it. We all do. But it's irritating when somebody goes through it and someone else's response to that is like their response to that back is how Elon Musk responded. When he's like, well, what advantages do I have? If you don't know, I don't know either. We're not about to have this conversation because you can't reason with an unreasonable person or a person's perspective don't see certain. You can't really reason with them. And he, clearly you couldn't have that conversation with. And on top of that, just because you don't see it, don't mean someone else doesn't see it. You know what I mean? Just because you can't feel it, don't mean someone else can't feel it. If you got pain in your head or a headache or something, you feel it. But when you tell somebody else ain't gonna feel it like you feel it. They might understand, they might not understand. That's how I think of that situation and topic right there. And not talking about it isn't gonna fix it. Talking about it is gonna fix it. Because if you act like it's not there, what happens if you get sick or something and you come down with something crazy and you don't go get it looked at? It's gonna get worse, right? But if you act like it ain't there, it's gonna get worse. But if you find it, diagnose it, treat it, fix it, you know it's there, you can get rid of it. But if you just let it sit, bro, it ain't gonna do shit. That ain't gonna work. Like, what? We been not doing that. And I know I deal with that in the store. I deal with that, bro. I deal with that at schools. All that shit, bro. So it's out there. It's out there, and everybody deals with that shit on different levels, in my opinion.
So did y'all know that there was a tuning fork that literally could change the molecular structure of the air based off the frequency? That's what we seeing right now. And as I was watching this video, it really made me sit back and think, if tuning forks can really change the molecular structure of the air, what if you can direct that? And then I start thinking about Poseidon's staff. What if this was actually based off something that actually happened or an actual tool? If you watch the Aquaman movie, you would know that this staff shot frequency beams and rays out the tips of the staff. There's nothing new under the sun, isn't it? That's just something that makes you, go, I was always taught, if you see something in a movie more than one time, there's really some truth behind it. I'm curious, was this a reach or was this on point? Y'all let me know in the comments.
Y'all feel like she shapeshift or not?
They found the entrance to Atlantis. Take a look at this. This is the gates to Atlantis, the underground world. And this is like where the mer people live and like the gods and stuff. This is Atlantis entrance.
I don't know if I believe that, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. The person walking, at first I thought it was some type of animal, but bro, that's a person. I don't know. It looked like maybe it possessed, like maybe it was possessed. Demonish? I don't know, bro. That's some shit you would see in like The Exorcist or something. But I don't know. The doll being haunted. Me and my grandmother, when I was a kid, we used to shop at garage sales and stuff like that all the time. Yard sales. But as I've been doing these videos and I be seeing a lot now as far as like how they could take items and put little certain shit on them. Or the energy certain items can hold and possess. Now it makes me think of a lot of different shit differently. Like, I don't really necessarily agree with yard sales and things like that. Because I don't know what energy that been in your house. I don't know who had this prior to me. I don't know, bro. It just kind of don't sit well. Let me know if I'm reaching. Spam it up, man.
It takes a lot to realize you control your own life. People go to work, they work to make a living, to fund their lives, to go back to work, to make the living. That's a never-ending race. You step out of the matrix for a second and say, yo, all I want to do is be happy.
What makes you happy?
Being able to create. Because I created this. I had to create this avatar. It took me my whole life. I did all the work I did was to be here, sitting on this couch. Not saying that that's the pinnacle of what it means for me, but I'm saying I had to create this. We all did. Every step, every decision you ever took, every choice you ever made brought you here so that we can create and have this conversation. And if I can create, then I create my way out and I create my way in. But if I can't create, then I'm stuck.
I am very weirded out right now, and here's why. I downloaded an app today that I saw someone using earlier on TikTok. Now, it's a ghost hunting app. I don't even know if I believe in ghosts. I am agnostic. But basically, the app listens, and if it hears ghosts, it tells you what they're saying. But, like, there is a lot of downtime. It's a lot of silence and occasionally a word. Now, again, I downloaded this for entertainment purposes only. So tell me why I sit down on the floor. I set my phone down on the floor. Veronica's on the other side of me. And the phone says, toy? Interesting. I happen to have one of her toys in my pocket. I pull it out, I throw it to play fetch. She runs to get it. But instead of coming back, I hear the phone say, "You can hear me?" And I look over, and she is in the other room sitting next to her toy and just looking back at me like this. And then, remember in middle school when you were walking through the hallways and someone would step on your heel? Well, I accidentally did that to her, and I almost tripped. And me and the phone at the same time said, "Are you okay?" What the... Does it communicate with animals? What? Then it started going on about something about consciousness. But for real, are my cats communicating through ghosts? Are my cats communicating through an app? Are ghosts pretending to be my cats? Are my cats ghosts?
I don't know why people play with these apps.
Guys, don't download the Ghost app. The one that you put on your phone and it's like the talking box and the ghost can speak to you and it picks up on all of the magnetic waves and frequencies around. Just don't do it. And let me tell you from my own experience. When I was younger, I used to have a lot of weird things happen to me. I'm a psychic medium now and an animal communicator, and I know better, but there's still an inner child voice in my head, my ego, that wants to touch the hot stove even though I know it's hot. And I did that with the Ghost app. And I don't know if you've seen it out on social media, but you turn it on and it picks up on these magnetic frequencies and energies around you, and it goes into your phone and is translated into words. So it's so people have crossed over, different energies or entities can speak to you. Now, I have worked very, very hard on protecting my energy and learning how to do that, especially with my animal communication readings. I have these practices that I do just to make sure that only good stuff is coming in. And everything in my soul said, do not try this app, because I know what can happen. But I thought, what if it was a good idea to have this app as a way to have additional information come in on top of what I'm picking up in my readings? I thought it would be a good tool potentially. But I kept hearing in my head, don't do it. And I didn't listen, I wanted to do it anyway. So last night, couldn't sleep, download the app, mistake number one. Held it up to me and I asked, well, first I set the intention. I created a protection barrier and I asked for only my spirit guides to come in and nothing else. And I said, are my spirit guides here? And I left my phone there for about 2 minutes, nothing happened. And then all of a sudden I started getting the feeling in my body, like in my chest, energetically, the same way I would get psychic information. And I started feeling their presence. And then the app spoke and it said, undoubtedly. So my question was, are my spirit guides here? After about 2 minutes, I got the answer. And then a couple seconds later, undoubtedly came through. I was like, wow, that's amazing. But then I started to get this worrisome feeling. And I kept feeling like I needed to get off of the app. Like I shouldn't be playing around with this. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of getting a little bit anxious. The cats were kind of looking around and I'm like, okay, I'm getting that bad feeling. Then the app says, please stop. And I said, okay. Loud and clear, boss. Got off the app, never going back on it. And the biggest thing I want everyone to know is that what I've learned from this experience, I've been asking for clarity about whether spirits can be bad, if you will. And this experience educated me quite a bit. The way that it works is that by using these devices, you can open yourself up to lower frequencies. So it's not that there's bad ghosts, spirits, if you will. There's just spirits at a lower frequency. And if your frequency is up here and you're on the same wavelength, with what I'm connecting with, we're all about here. If I invite in this frequency, it's like my cup is full, and then I'm pouring my energy into these lower frequencies. And they're, as I'm told, they're like a parasitic sponge or a leech, and they'll latch onto your energy and kind of siphon it. So my spirit guides were warning me, like, please don't do this. They were actually just so, I've never felt like I irritated them before, but it was like an irritated feeling, like, you know better. Like, why are you doing this? Please stop. Get off the app. And that's all I needed. So this is just your PSA. Don't use that app without knowing what you're doing.
I told y'all, my uncle told me, we don't really have to ask questions to anybody. The answer is coming to us, or we already know the answer. Just listen to nature, listen to God, listen to your angels. The answer's there. You know the answer. You just don't want to. You don't want to accept the answer, so you asking other people for validation. And I kind of get that vibe with her. She said before she was gonna do it, something told me, don't do it. Something told me, don't do it. But I thought I could do this to get a little bit more information to help me as a tool. God giving you everything you needed. He's giving you everything you need. When we get greedy, one of the deadly sins, that's what happened. When you think you can grab something else to use it for your greater good, sometimes it's not us getting it for the greater good. Sometimes we getting it so that we can get more. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a little bit of the angle that was headed. And when she said something told me don't do it, that was your protection right there. You didn't have to build the protection to have it. It was already there. You knew not to do it, but you did it anyway. They were already telling you. You just wasn't paying attention to the damn signs.
Somebody got to be lying, because ain't no way in hell a month ago it was getting dark at 9 p.m. Time went back, forward, up, down, I don't know, and everything's supposed to change by 1 hour. How is it now getting dark at 6 o'clock? There is no in between. Morning lasts until 2, and then it's dark. Day over with. We're trying to figure out, how did the month go so fast? That's how. The whole day is gone. By the time you blink, it's dinner time. Time to go to bed. It used to seem like it only took us a couple days to get adjusted, but it's been weeks now, and I still haven't gotten used to the time. Like 7:30, 8 o'clock, I'm exhausted as if I'm up at midnight. Something in the milk ain't clean, and anybody who genuinely knows the answer to this, please let me know why this happens. I honestly don't know. It happens every year like this. And then, but somehow, instead of the sun coming up at 7, it comes up at 6. How the day's still not the same length?
Facts.
Yo, somebody's been lying, but we're about to get to the bottom of it. There ain't nothing slick to a can of oil. Do you see what I see? Watch this.
Hieroglyphics have been discovered in several different cave systems throughout the area, in addition to mummies and distinctly Egyptian weapons and tools. Now, these findings are believed to prove Kincaid's theory as true, but some argue that it lacked empirical evidence. However, the mystery only seems to grow deeper as a report published by the Smithsonian details an expedition that traversed through the canyon in 1869 and discovered none other than a mighty pyramid.
The world is full of mysteries. But the only thing about those mysteries is most of them exist only because somebody's been hiding the truth from you. Like I said, somebody's been lying. But we're about to get to the bottom of it. Guaranteed. Just pay attention. These are all temples and pyramids found in nowhere else but the Grand Canyon. Amazing.
What's dangerous is when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses. There's rules that go with them. can never take them off. You never see things as they're supposed to be. You see things as they are. And you can never force nobody else to way out.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you stay quiet long enough, they tell on themselves.
I don't know about you, but I woke up really early. About yesterday at about 5 p.m., I had a spike in the frequency sound, high pitch ringing in my ears, whistling. I had an ear pop, and then it came in from the left, high pitch, low down a little bit, and then it came in from the right, and it has affected me all night. And right up until this morning, I had really lucid dreams. My jaw and teeth are sore, like I've gritted my teeth when I know I haven't. There's pressure in my head and neck. I think we've had another, either a shift or we have had a really serious spike in the Schumann resonance report. I'm going to wait until I hear from my spiritualist people, my family, as I like to call all y'all, my soul family. Find out what kind of ascension symptoms you guys are having. But I think we're in it. We're in it to win it here. It's getting pretty serious. Like, it's almost like a ticking clock. You know, I know TikTok has brought us all together and helped us realize and remember our sovereignty, our inheritance, our angelic abilities. We are so freaking powerful. And the more together we are as a collective, the more powerful we're going to be. We have to remember our sovereignty. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Uncle Chris loves you.
I just released this video talking about the halls of Amenti. And right now TikTok's got it on wraps. First off, please people, let me know if I'm even hitting your FYP. Let me know all that stuff, because right now I'm being hindered. I'm gonna get my numbers back. It's just that right now it's gonna be a slow road. But in this video, we saw about Thoth and the halls of Amenti. What the halls of Amenti did was their capabilities of reincarnation or soul transference. Let's butcher that word the first time. And immediately you're gonna start thinking when this video does come out. It's the video before this if it does come out. But right now it's stuck at 0, blinking, which means it's hindered. You're automatically gonna think about the Library of Alexandria. You're automatically gonna think about that recorded conversation that got picked up by a hot mic that wasn't supposed to be picked up by the Queen saying her death is irreversible. She got reset. They can't find her consciousness. And I was sitting here thinking, you know, a lot of us think the Anunnaki are coming. I have a theory to say, what if they've never left? What if Thoth never left? A lot of us that are conspiratorially minded do not see the Anunnaki as a good thing. Half and half, good and evil. We have a war against good and evil. Now, Thoth was on the good side. There is that historical conversation from Enki and Il, where they're talking about the consciousness of us, how we were created, how the one side called us being able to be conscious is an abomination, while the other side is fighting for us, talking about, did we not go through what they went through? I think y'all really should listen to that conversation and pick what you want apart from it. It's literally the balance that we see, good, evil, angel, devil, same shit, God, devil. It's all you. But a lot of people can't understand the interpretation of the Bible. A lot of people really look at it and listen to the world to believe in external forces when it's all internal. I really hope that this video by Billy Carson does come out. A lot of people call him a plant, and there's things he says, but when it comes to historical reference, he doesn't shy from the truth. That's one thing I can take from Billy Carson. When he's talking about the halls of Amenti, it sure does make sense to what I have learned with soul transfer, with the transfer of consciousness, what they're utilizing today to put into robots. And let me tell you, The truth is stranger than fiction. Peace to the gods. I hope this video comes out. It's like 10 minutes.
Vibrate so high that anybody with evil intent can't even be in your space. Vibrate so high that you hear the collective consciousness. Vibrate so high that you walk a path that many are scared to travel. Vibrate so high that standing in your presence raises another person's frequency. Vibrate so high that you become who you have in your mind's eye. Vibrate so high that you walk with your higher self in your ancestors. Vibrate so high that you heal yourself.
Now I can ride to that.
I see 2 good, sir, so it's good, sir. What's up? What's up?
I'm about to show you something that is tripping me out right now. Watch this. I was taking a video of the sky here in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I just happened to notice that. What the freak is that?
Has anybody else been feeling like it's actually daytime outside when it's technically night and vice versa? For about a year or a year and a half now, I've been taking pictures and videos where when it's light outside, it's like dark on camera and vice versa. Like the sky looks bright at nighttime. And I thought it was me just like doing too much, you know? Look at this patent I found that was granted in 2021. It's a mechanism for resetting circadian rhythms with color palette transitions in a virtual sky projected in a digital space. I did a bunch of videos on my main account a couple months ago about all of the patents for the holographic sky and the holographic sun and moon. So if you're seeing this and thinking virtual sky is crazy, now I'm starting to wonder, did they actually pull that? Because your circadian rhythm is just your body's sleep and wake cycle. Why would they be wanting to reset our circadian rhythms? This is satire for entertainment purposes only.
The information about the sky reminds me of Hunger Games. Remember when the sky was fake and he shot that arrow and it was in the dome and he blew the whole building? That's what it, or was it Katniss? I think she might have did that. The dude told her to do it. But I mean, that's what it kind of reminds me of. But just think, in there, they were stuck in a dome, right? They were holographic sky, playing with everything. They was making things look real. And the thing, and they were actually fake. Like the fog that set in, those creatures they had come into there. I think it was the very first movie. What if that's what they do here? What if that, what if that was what we go through? So when we see certain things, it's them creating those things, and it's somebody in a room playing it like that. I'm just asking, for entertainment purposes. I'm not saying I believe it, just something for a conversation, something for us to even bounce up off of, and an idea to bounce off of. Y'all let me know. Tell me if I'm reaching.
And after watching that Netflix documentary, I can't look at any of this stuff the same. It really wakes you up to everything around you. For those of you who are too lazy to watch the documentary, it basically talks about mass consumerism and how when we give away our clothes to charity, we're not really giving it away. And how we're just conditioned to consume and don't ever think about where the stuff we consume goes after we give it away or throw it away. Very interesting though, I'd recommend.
And of course, right next to the Old World Energy Building, we've got the Obelisk, which most people associate with Egypt, yet you see them all over the world. Weird.
They're saying that what they see through the Hubble telescope is not just a nebula they found, but what may be a legit biblical angel.
What the heck?
In space. So they used the telescope, I think it's called the Hubble Space Telescope, and this is back in 1996. 8,000 light years away, they see what looks like a living being.
Wait, an eye?
It looks like a straight eye. Look at it. And you see the rings around it?
Yeah. Is that supposed... Because you showed me that the biblical one is like hella eyes, though, but this is just one.
Yeah, but what does it resemble, though? Literally the thing in the Bible. With the eyes and the rings, man.
That's crazy.
Look, and this is a legit picture from NASA.
That's fucked.
Look at the eye.
That's
Doesn't that
kinda
look
weird.
real? Like it looks living, no?
Yeah.
You know that feeling you look at stuff and it feels as if it can speak to you?
It can speak to you, yeah.
This shit looks like it can speak to you, bro.
Yeah.
And then if you go to look at the actual biblical angels, how they're described in the Bible.
Looks the exact same.
Look at that. What do you see?
Yo, there's the ring.
Look, the rings and then one huge eye in the middle.
Yeah.
Sam, isn't that not exactly this?
Yeah, that is that.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God.
Is that not exactly this?
It is.
So back to what I was saying, how like our world could be this fish tank, and then outside is those beings that I guess can manipulate us, or even maybe the reasons of our existence.
I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say, hearing how they're talking about it, I lean towards I would agree with them. As soon as he said NASA, I gotta question this shit. I gotta question it, man. Let me know if that's what y'all was feeling too. When y'all heard the word NASA, you was like, "Ooh, bro, I don't know if I could." But then when you look at the pictures, yes, there's a lot of similarities there. But when NASA said it, bro, damn. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all think. We seen little clips about this before, how angels would look like that rather than what we see them as in like movies or something. But yeah, let me know.
Long time. We've been here a long time, dog. As you can see, old ancient skull found with long locks long as a and we getting back to our roots. You see everybody growing their locks back to out and shit like that. Some of you growing them for the wrong reasons, though. Those are our antennas, dog. Helps us connect with every mother thing, and that's why they had all of us chopping off our mother hair and putting all that perm shit all up in our mother. Everybody think the movie Avatar mother, but it's real as a the big ass tree. We connect to that mother. That's why you see all these cut down tree stumps. They trying to say is a mother mountain, dog, but it's not. It's a tree stump. We had our shit just like this right here. Big facts. Now I'm putting relax of hot combs and wigs and chopping all our shit off, being bald with mother waves or whatever. That's why I restarted my I'm restarting my locks. I want to reconnect, dog, the right way. Have my shit lit the right way. I want to feel all the real frequencies and reconnect with the planet, dog, like we used to back then before they disconnected us from every mother thing. But as you can see right here in this mother video, we were once connected like a mother. Look at them locks, dog. Look at them. Peace.
What the hell is that? Do you see this? What the fuck? The sky is purple. What? This is weird. What the fuck is this? I heard that Russia was planning on like throwing a nuke at us or something.
So Omar Odavi woke up this morning, and this was right outside of his bungalow where he's staying and laying low. He said that it must have appeared overnight, and it just continues to go. The only way that I can describe it is some sort of water spout. It's super mysterious. But Omar said he has a strong urge to go swim out to it underneath it. I told him, I said, Omar, hold off. Let's just give it a few more hours and see how you're feeling. And he said, no, I don't know how to describe it. It's just deep in my soul, something calling me that I need to go underneath that. He's like, I don't know for what purpose. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just know that I need to go swim out underneath it. I kind of don't want him to, but I've learned that you have to trust Omar Odavi. He knows, he's usually right. Every time I, tell him, don't do that, and he says, no, I need to, he's the one that's right. And so what do you think? Do you think I should listen to him and encourage him to swim out underneath there? Or do you think I should tell him to hold off for a bit?
Talk about it. Has anyone else seen Elon's
recent video talking on how he and his team are creating or created an exact replica of Earth and us and our homes, everything. And they're going to transport us there without us knowing. And here we are talking about feeling timeline shifts and differences in structures and ourselves and scenarios and people buying tickets for events that didn't even exist, or foundations just like fixing themselves. What? And now I'm like, is 5G helping that whole like transportation process? And did the, do that too? I don't know. Things are weird.
Things are weird.
There is no aliens in the ocean. If the aliens are in the ocean and they come from the ocean, they're not aliens. The ocean is on Earth.
There's a whole civilization living inside the Earth, right below our feet, okay? And we're talking massive underground cities, hidden from us forever. I know it sounds crazy, but stay with me here. I was talking to someone, let's just say they're close to some government sources, and they laid it all out. You ever wonder why we don't drill deeper than a few miles into the Earth? It's not because we can't, it's because we're not allowed to. There's this ancient race down there, advanced, way smarter than us, and they've got technology we can't even dream about. I mean, think about it. How do you think all these UFOs, sudden sinkholes and volcanoes, are connected? They're controlling it from within, right? I've seen diagrams, seriously, maps that aren't supposed to exist. It's all interconnected. And okay, remember a few years back when all those people just vanished at national parks? No bodies, no leads. That wasn't nature, folks. They went down into the earth. How do I know? Well, my neighbor, gone. One day here at the next, poof.
They want us to believe something. They're pushing a narrative. Because why they ain't tell us that there's advanced species in the inner earth? Because if they in the ocean, they in the inner earth. And if they in the inner earth, that means 9 times out of 10, they're probably on the outside of the ice walls. Or if you would like to think Earth's a globe, I don't believe that. But if you watching this would like to believe that, then I'm sure you can't possibly think on other planets there's not other life forms. You can't. Hey, if I'm not mistaken, it was in the movie Dark Skies. Fourth Kind and Dark Skies are 2 of the dopest movies ever made. I watched them years ago, numerous times. If I'm not mistaken, it's Dark Skies, and he says, either we are the only thing in the universe, meaning humans, either we're the only thing that's in the universe, which is scary, or we're not the only thing in the universe. And there's other things out there too, which is scary. But people free to think what they think, but it's just kind of crazy to believe and be that naive to think that we're the only race of anything that God created. There's so many species of animals and crazy shit we ain't even discovered yet. So if it's something that small we ain't discovered, why wouldn't it be something bigger than... I'm just asking, man. I'm just asking.
I would like to share a very interesting perspective with you. This is pertaining to the untold story of Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. Some believe that Jesus was actually a Lyran by the name of Esa ben Panthera. Now, I request that you keep an open mind for this perspective. Now, some say the Sphinx was actually based on an individual by the name of Panthera, which was a Pashat from the Lyran constellation, okay? Some also allege that the Sphinx initially had the head of a cat 11,600 years ago, and it aligns with the constellation of Leo. There was a Lyran by the name of Panthera. Story goes that Panthera conceived a child with a Nubian Egyptian queen by the name of Miriam bint Stada. And because Panthera wasn't from here and he had extraterrestrial technology, he was deemed and viewed as a god, all right? So when he actually interacted with Miriam, the child was looked at as an immaculate conception. Sphinx is actually said to be a structure that pays reverence to Panthera. When Miriam actually conceived Esa ben Panthera, it states that Panthera's UFO was seen, and that was actually what the Star of Bethlehem was. Some say that the word Esa was actually confused with Esau, which meant hairy, and this was primarily because Esa ben Panthera was a Lyran. He was covered with hair. All right, so this is where you get the term with the word Esau. This is also why the tribe of Judah is represented with the lion. Some say this is also why the Pope referred to themselves as Catholics, meaning cat holistic. Also paid a worship in a cathedral. His first name, Isa, meant man of the stars, all right? And he was given a name, Isa ben Panthera, basically, which meant the man of the stars, which was the son of Panthera. For those that say this sound crazy, these beings, these Lyrans, have been literally depicted all through the hieroglyphics. Some actually allege that a lot of the pyramids were flown here by these beings, by the Lyrans. Some would also argue that the Lyrans, as well as the Arcturians, seeded this planet. Check out this lion head structure right outside the Temple of Hathor. Some say that the name Jesus was a mispronunciation of the name Isa. He resided in Egypt from the years 12 through 30, and his religion was Egyptian pantheism. And the story goes that some people were actually with him and some people were against him. All right, they plotted to assassinate Asa ben Panthera. And what he did is he fled. He fled back to Egypt and near the pyramids of Giza. He got back to Egypt. He went to what's called the Golgotha, which actually meant the Mount of the Dead, or the cat tombs or catacombs. Asa actually ascended to the heavens from the Great Pyramids, all right? And it forms an X. When all of the four pyramids align, it forms an X. And this is why they actually allege that he actually died on the cross. Because when he floated up, it was like an X when all of the four pyramids were viewed from a higher vantage point. Again, there's so many things that we have been lied to about throughout history. And now we're finally finding out about different extraterrestrial beings. They're holding congressional hearings now, actually finally making us aware that these beings do exist. What if this whole time, in regards to pictures like Caesar Borgia, was just to change and dilute your mindset in regards to what's really out there? Peace, love, and light to everyone.
So the Earth is flat. It's covered by an impenetrable dome. Nothing can get in or out. Aliens live in the ocean. We're on the brink of nuclear war. A new president is on the way in. And nobody gives a shit. How? I can't, I'm at a loss for words here. Let me repeat what I said. The Earth is flat. It's covered by a dome. Nothing can get in or out. Aliens live in the ocean. We're on the brink of a nuclear war. And we got a new president coming in. And the biggest complaint I've heard, which is mind-blowing, is that we got a new president coming in. Women are withholding, shaving their heads. Aliens live in the ocean.
So I don't know if it's just me, but like, I don't even get on TikTok and talk about nothing, but I don't know if it's just me personally or if anybody else can relate to this, but for me, for like this past 6 months, it feels like life not even real. Like, if I'm being 100, like every day that I'm living, I feel like I'm just living. I feel like I'm living, I feel like I'm watching myself live from outside my body while being in my body. Like, I know that sounds crazy as hell right now, but I just be feeling like out of touch with like reality. Like, and I don't know, I've been feeling real isolated, like, and of course I'm working on, you know, this process with God, and I'm in a transition of changing my life because I have a clothing brand and stuff like that. So I don't know if a transformation in my life is part of the reason, but I just haven't been feeling, like, it's weird. It's like, I know I'm living, but it don't feel like I'm living. Like, that shit sound crazy, but it's just as crazy as it sounds as actually living it. So I don't know. Is anybody else feeling like that, or is it just me right now?
The feeling he talking about, it's almost like all this time I was getting ready for the feelings we feeling now. But I didn't know what I was getting ready for, if that makes sense. Does that even make sense? It's like my soul was preparing for some shit that I consciously couldn't grasp until once I was already going through it. Now I understand, like, oh, that's why I was naturally doing this, that, and the third. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining it correctly, because like I don't get the feeling he got. Mine's is a little bit more like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I guess it's similar to what he's saying, but I don't know. Y'all let me know. Is he tripping, or am I tripping? Like, yeah, can y'all agree with what I'm saying or what he's saying? Spam it up.
Boy, make this shit make sense. This Wicked movie had to be wicked as a mother, because it changed the way Ariana Grande and Cynthia, whatever the last name is, look. Crazy work. Look at Ariana Grande before the Wicked movie, dog. You see that shit? Do you see that shit? Now let's go to after this motherfucker. Damn. Don't even look like a real person. That shit's spooky, dog. It looked fake. Look like Pinocchio a little bit. Look like Tinkerbell Michael Jackson nose on your ass. Shit is insane. Now check out Cynthia before Wicked. Look, face full, look youthful as a mother. Before Wicked. Before Wicked. Now let's go to after mother Wicked. Dog, boy, what the they do to you? You can see every bone in your body, dog. And you out here looking like inverts. What going on, dog? I know I'm about to keep blaming everything on Ozempic, because Ice Spice out this bitch looking irregular too. But this Wicked movie then did something to you motherfuckers. This ain't regular degular and something ain't right, dog. Look at both of them together. Boy, Ariana Grande looked like a fake-ass human, and Cynthia looked like the that they said living in the ocean, dog. That's a big fact. I don't know what the this movie done did to y'all, but I guess the mother really is wicked, dog. Shit really is wicked out this mother, especially what y'all did with the tail toys. Something going on out this mother. But this shit is about witches, dog. So, you know what's going on out this mother. All I do know is you mother don't look the same no more, dog. Peace.
Wait a second, so you're telling me The Wizard of Oz came out a week before World War II started? Well, The Wizard of Oz was released on August 25th, 1939, and a week later, World War II started on September 1st, 1939. And now we have the movie Wicked, which is based off of The Wizard of Oz, releasing on November 22nd, at the same time that we have Europe preparing for World War III. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Nothing to see here. But the coincidences don't stop there. Why Oz is the doctor Trump ordered. Now, the same week that this movie is released is the same week that Donald Trump picks Dr. Oz to lead Medicare, Medicaid. And I'm sure there's nothing to worry about this friendship right here. Oh, and nothing to worry about this one as well. But it is interesting what this woman has to say about Donald Trump.
Actually, he's the magician who waking us up. That he is the magician of the highest order to create confusion in order that the human being can find new order. Because since Trump is around, things are changing.
A magician, you don't say, huh? Also known as a wizard? Like the magician or the Wizard of Oz? I'm sure there's nothing significant at all to these coincidences.
In 1994, our daughter came out of her bedroom one morning and came over to my wife and said, "Last night I was flying." She says to her, "Well, you were flying?" And she said, "Yeah, the sky people took me." And my wife was, "Had a dream?" And she says, "No, I was flying. I was in the air." And I was upset because I didn't have my blankie. She took her blankie everywhere with her. And my wife said, "So, like, what do you mean?" She goes, "The sky people took me. I was in the sky flying. I was waving at you guys. I could see the house." And this kind of freaked my wife out, so she questioned her a little bit more. And she totally believed her. And I think I had gone to work that morning. When I came home, she told me about it. And we were both a little freaked out about it. And we talked about it. And it's always just been a thing we've kind of joked about. My daughter talking about the sky people.
Now I searched part 2 and 3 and I couldn't find it. Because I wanted to go look. It was opinion as far as what's in the waters was like, oh, them is fallen angels. They be taking people, go research, go watch Fourth Kind. I'm like, bro, I didn't respond to it because I already knew, like, I watched Fourth Kind. I already had my feelings towards it. But I'm still willing to listen to somebody who had their child, you know what I mean? So that's why I was like, let me bring 1, 2, and 3. For those who feel like I didn't look into why aliens have been taking people, which I already have, I was just like, let me just bring this for, you know, some entertaining for not just like, see, that's not something I really would be find entertaining, but I know that's something someone else will find entertaining. So I was like, let me go find 2 and 3, but I couldn't go find the other ones. If y'all found them, tell me where to look or send them to me. But I haven't found part 2 or 3 because I would like to hear more about that topic. I would like to hear more about that story, you know, what she saw, what they do. But clearly she came back. But yeah, I know when them people in them tunnels be getting snatched up, they don't be coming back. So that's all I'm gonna say, man. But y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But if you haven't subbed up, watch it on your TV, come because you like the videos, the vibes, whatever the case is. I appreciate you as well. I hope you having a smooth 7. I know y'all don't like this part, man. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.